everyone, and welcome to EchPlays Galacticraft. We're back in the depths, the underbelly, the loins, if you will, of the space station. What's his name? Kevin Costner. That's right. As you can see, I've done the work that we wanted to do. I put the sealable oxygen pipes all the way down from at least the middle bit of the space station where that oxygen sealer is, all the way to the port we put in last time in the garden, in the space garden, so that when we start producing oxygen, it'll pump over up into our thingy-mabob. That's right, the official term for it is in fact thingy-mabob. So let's go up these ladders back up to the main space station and start getting it all hooked up so that we will have oxygen. Oh, look at this, it's already got oxygen in it. Let's go ahead and enable the seal and see if it works. Unsealed. Oh, sealed. Oh shit, look at this. It's got power issues, of course. And I learned something here, guys. I learned something about power on the space station. By trial and error, really. I'm going to disable the seal, there's no point. We have a half full oxygen tank, so we should be fine for a little while. As you can see, I've added a standard energy storage module, and then I put the elite energy cube we had back in here just because I don't want it in my inventory. As you can see, it's following the sun as usual. The problem, of course, is that the sun, when you're in a space station, goes well below the 90-degree mark, meaning that in theory, the horizon would be there on a planet, and the sun would go below the horizon, and then that's when they would become nighttime. But here, it goes below the space station, way below it. Like the sun could be down there or down there, and unfortunately, our solar panels can't do that. Can't follow the sun to that severe an angle, unfortunately. So that means that we can't take advantage of the sun for as long as we would like. For a lot of the daytime, the sun isn't going to be visible. That said, I did fix the roof so that it's mostly glass now, so they shouldn't have any issues. For as far as they can go, they should be fine. Unfortunately, they can't go as far as the sun goes, so we're gonna have to get an alternate energy source hooked up. Maybe windmills. Maybe we'll go ahead and do something else. I think some of you guys have been suggesting some other power sources that we can do. There are some typical ones like what is it called? Heat generator, which runs on lava, which if you guys have been following me for a really long time, I use those in the Volts series, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are here because of. And I wish I really, while we're talking about Volts, if you guys came here because you liked my Volt series, trust me, I wish I could do Volts again. I really do. It's my most popular series ever. It's gotten tens of thousands of views. It's brought so many of you guys in here watching all my other videos, and I'm glad you guys decided that, you know, some of my other stuff is just as good or as good enough to stick around for. I wish I could do Volts, but Volts is more of a competitive mod pack. It's about blowing each other up, and I don't want to start a series with people I don't know. I think that even though it was really popular, my Volt series was still suffered. It still suffered from the fact that I couldn't trust any of the other people to actually do stuff. So I had like 3 or 4 people who never recorded, basically. So even though it was supposed to be me against people, they were never around, so it was just me against empty bases, basically. So I don't want to start a Volt series that's by myself, which would be lame. I want to start a Volt series with other people, but I want to start with other people who, one, are successful YouTubers that know what it takes to make a good video. So they don't just blow you up because it's they can. They don't do it because it's not entertaining to just blow up, and that's the end. 3 episodes in, I just got nuked. Congratulations to everybody. No, that's not good. That's it. We're not playing Volts right now, are we? God damn it. We're playing Galacticraft, and that means we need to figure out what's going on. Everything seems to be working perfectly, except this thing doesn't have enough power, which is a bit of an issue. Let's go back over here. We may have to just unhook that energy that energy storage module. Let's see what's going on with it. It's not even full. I think I have it hooked up wrong. I think I have the opposite port. So at no point having these wires run here. They need to be switched around so that the red side is on this side. Nope. I'm so thankful that this doesn't require a wrench. So thankful. Now the only reason I really put this up here is because I need a way to store more energy so that during the long nights I have excess of power. And that's what this fucking thing is for. It's full, by the way. It is full. If you put it in inventory, you can see that it is actually full, even though it's hard to tell if this is full or not. Even though I'm dumb, I guess I could have just said, oh, 32 MJ, 32 MJ. That sounds like it's full. It is full. Unfortunately, it's not transmitting energy. I don't know why. I guess I could try again. Let's see. This thing's in the way. Let's see if it. See, the energy's not going out. All it does is really store energy, and then nothing is gone out. So that's an issue. It may be the sealable wires. Who knows? I don't think it is. I don't know why it's not working. It worked on the moon just fine, didn't it? Seemed like it. And in fact, I feel like it was even working when I first was testing it here before I started recording. I have no idea why it's not working now. Sorry, guys. That said, we haven't enough power, everyone. We haven't enough power to run things. I am worried. I am worried, guys. I'm a little worried because it should be full power. It should be full power. Like those solar panels are not going down at all. Okay, it's full power now, I guess. Well, shit. Alright. So, our main objective at this point is going to be to put some more power sources in this place. And I'm thinking I'm going to go to the moon this episode. In fact, that's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm going to go to the overworld, go to the moon, and we're going to grab those solar panels, or not those solar panels, the windmills off the roof. Because we're not going to be up here that much. So these solar panels and all this hookup should be more than enough. This thing seems to be functioning correctly. Actually, it may not be. That's maybe why we've had all these power issues on the moon recently. That would be the worst, wouldn't it? Would be the fucking worst. Alright, this thing, let's see about it. The red is the input, isn't it? I don't even know at this point. I don't even know. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Red is the input. It is, in fact, the input. The problem we had is that these things don't hook up. The windmills don't hook up to the energy storage unit, this thing. They do hook up to this, which is why the energy's full. But because it doesn't transmit energy anywhere, we're continually running into power issues with this mod pack. Whenever we get to Mars and we do our discovery thing, I think we're gonna start a new season. And you're thinking, why? Well, because that's how you run the series, guys. Can't help it. You got to start over at some point because there's only so much you can really do. I don't have the well, I may actually have additional planets. I know there's a mod pack or another mod for this mod pack that lets you go to more planets than just Moon and Mars, which is really cool, but we may have to do that in Season 2. That may be what Season 2 is all about. And just because we call it Season 2, it doesn't mean we're going to start all over. If I can convert this world to the other mod pack that I'm thinking about using, then that would be great, you know? These extra blocks for... I'm going to block this up. There we go. Alright, that said, we have the 6 windmills in our inventory. We're going to take them up, and we're just going to hook them straight into the... 1 second. I'm sorry. There's something trying to escape through my nose. Anyway. What was I saying? We're going to go to the moon with these and hook these up, but we're not going to hook them up to the energy module, obviously, because it doesn't take power from these things. For whatever it's worth, Lapito has the most thought put into it, I guess, if you will, but it just doesn't work a lot. So much stuff fails constantly, so Red is the input, as you may know. So we're going to try to hook it back up again, even though it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe it's just because there's so many freaking wires. All of the wires are being pulled, all the energy is being pulled into there. Maybe just nothing to be left over into this. Who knows? I'm going to leave it hooked up, though. Actually, this is bugging me. I'm going to make this square. There we go. Alright, everybody. Let's, actually, you know what may be an issue? This might be screwing it up. No point. Where the hell did it go? Oh, it's in my inventory. So, let's see. Where are we going to put these things? Is a good question. It's an excellent question. There's definitely not enough room. As you can see, the sun is already blocked. This is the furthest angle that these things can turn to. The furthest. So they don't even hit a 90-degree angle. They just hit to the point where their thing would be meeting the block on the bottom, and that's where they stop, and then they can't follow the sun any further. So that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it is a fact. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is go get some of our tin decoration blocks and build balconies out and around this thing. And then we'll put the windmills on those. At least one balcony, maybe not a whole bunch of balconies. Alright, it seems silly that we're putting windmills out literally in space. Even more silly than it was putting it on the fucking moon. Alright. What the hell am I doing again? We're going to get, that's why I went out here. That's why I looked at this. Because we need some of these tin decoration blocks to build a little bit of a additional area. I want to take, I don't have enough glass for this, really. Do not have enough glass. So we're not going to have glass, I guess, if we build this thing. We may just leave this outdoors, actually, because there's no really reason not to at this point. We may just have an open thing here. I don't know. Let's not put that there. Let's put the opening somewhere else. You know what we could do? We could actually put it there. Let's break these and this and this and dig a hole here, put this here, dig a hole here, put this here, and then have it just come down like this. There we go, and then we can walk over the top of it. Fucking perfect. God damn it, I'm a brilliant builder. There went one of our blocks, unfortunately. It's plummeting down to the earth. Some poor cow is going to get fucking owned by a tin decoration block that's going like 1,000,000 miles an hour through the atmosphere. How about this? Does that look okay? I have an idea. We're going to make this 3 wide. Right? There's 2 and 3. Boom. And we're gonna make it. We're gonna break these windows, even though it's a waste. To make a doorway around it. And we're going to now put little offshoots, like right here. We need 6. Luckily, I believe we found out that we could set these things right next to each other, but I don't want to do that. I want them to look pretty good, and the best way we can make it look good, I think, in my opinion, is to give them a space in between, like so. Why am I lagging so much? I have no idea. I have like a lot of frames per second going on, but for some reason I'm lagging a lot actually. Wow. Alright, we'll just ignore it. We'll pretend that this is not happening. Alright, we've got 6 out. We can extend it as far as we want later. So we need to make sure that we put this the right direction. That is the right... Wow, that's fucking lucky. That is very lucky. Alright, let's put these down like so. They're going to be all running to the middle. That's all of them. Oops, power is going to it. And now the reason we put this platform has 3 wide is, of course, so that we can put wires down the sides and be able to walk through the middle. They're powered up, ready to go. All we have to do is get the rest of the wires hooked up. I don't remember where I put the wires, to be honest. I don't know if we even have any after making all these sealable wires. Let's see if there's any in here. No. They must be on the earth, which is probably good because I'm getting weird lag. And it's a single player server, so that's even more weird. Alright, maybe they're here, maybe they're not, maybe we don't have any. I'll have to make some, I don't know. If nothing else, I'll just steal these wires and take them up there temporarily. Oh, we have plenty of wires, jeez. Alright, what else do we have in here? A few sealable wires, I can use those. That's pretty much it. Oh, we have some diamonds, I can just stack those in there and put this in here. All of our valuables seems to be in this chest. The riches of our conquest of the moon and other places. One of the worst things about the moon, in my opinion, is that it doesn't have any good materials to mine. Like, it has materials that you can get, they're fairly rare, even so, and they aren't the best. Like, they should give you something, like gold even would be cool to be able to get a lot of gold from the moon. Or, diamonds even. Anyway, where am I going? I'm going back to Kevin Costner. I will always love you. You're welcome. You're fucking welcome. Alright, let's go ahead and hook this bad boy back up. And luckily, we actually did get those sealable wires so that we can actually do with this. Boom, look at that. What a perfect setup this is, guys. No door, of course, just a gaping hole into the abyss, but it does function correctly, hopefully. So if that's actually working, then it's pumping energy into the system. You know? I'm just gonna unhook this because it's not working and it's probably just confusing everything anyway. Now we can just hit the seal button and see if we can get kissed by a rose on the grave. Ha! Get it? Seal. Anyway, dumb. Not dumb. Seal is fucking awesome. Enable seal. Unsealed, and it should be sealed soon. Should be. There we go. Sealed up. Not enough power still. Then again, the solar panels aren't getting any energy. The only thing that's getting energy right now are the windmills. So that's an issue as well. We're going to have to do even more. Now, soon, this sun's going to be in range for our solar panels to switch over and start picking it up again. But that's only good for the day. You know, it's only good for the time that they can actually do that. But it's a good thing for us to actually be able to see if the 6 solar panels plus the 6 windmills are actually going to be enough to power our seal here. Now, it is a fairly large area it's trying to seal. It's trying to seal all 3 of these hallways. It's not that big, though, is it? Look, it's not that big. Collectively, it's not that big. We do at least know that for sure that there's no holes in this area. There's no holes. Unless, of course, we open the door and go into the next area. Alright, as soon as those solar panels flip their script over and look at the sun again, which should be happening very soon. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Hook a brother up. Hook a brother up. Come on. Come on. It's right there. It's right there. Come on. I can see it. I can absorb its solar rays. Come on. Come on. Let's eat some bread. Let's eat some bread while we wait for these things to get their shit together. Maybe it's because I'm not in the room with them. And no, it's not doing anything. Collecting energy at the least. What these? Yep, they're all working. They just have it updated graphically. Just fine with me, I don't give a shit. Not enough power. Oh, screw it, guys. Alright, so what is next on the agenda? The agenda will be, of course, for me to be off camera, making sure we continually upgrade our power system, of course, so that we can eventually power everything without worrying about it, or without having to worry about whether it's daytime or nighttime, or when the sun, what angle the sun is at, etc., etc. We won't have to worry about that eventually. I'll also need to seal up the windmill area so that it's at least put another airlock over there between those. I don't mind that they're outside, I just don't want them to be just a gaping hole where oxygen's going to leak out every time we enter the room, the solar panel room. Also, of course, I found another couple moon buggy schematics, no tier 2 rocket yet. Hopefully we can do that soon. I would love to make that the next episode. I would love for episode 42 to be about going to building the rocket that's going to take us to Mars. So hopefully I can do that in the meantime. So I'll put some extra time in between episodes into actually doing moon bosses, more moon bosses than usual. I do a couple in between episodes, and because of the drop rate is so low, it's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna shoot an arrow for no reason right now. This is happening. Nope. This thing is a invisible barrier, and now we have. There we go. Okay. I'm about to suffocate, so I'll end that here by going back to the overworld and saying bidding farewell to you. And I'll charge my oxygen tanks up in between episodes, and we'll do some adventuring next time. So until next time, please leave comments below on things you think I should do. If you see anything I do wrong, as always, your polite criticism is welcome, and I'll read them. And hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. If you're gonna, you know, who knows? If you subscribe now, then maybe next time you see a video pop up, it'll be like the season 2 premiere of Volts. What a day that would be! What a day it would be, guys! Oh, look at this fucking hole. What the hell is this? Oh my God! They could see me. They could see me bathing through this hole. They could see me getting my bathe on. Actually, this entire room is a big ass window, so I guess that's a foregone thing. Anyway. Until next time, as always, I'm Esh, this is EchPlays, and play on.